He said,
So that was,
I got three young whippersnappers drag that thing in for me.
That's my dad, like to a T. He does not, he doesn't get on camera. He doesn't talk a lot, but he's freaking hilarious when he does. All right, hey hunting family, ready for another episode of Backcountry Rewind, where we got my brother Josh Bookman and me, Ron Mentzer, hanging out. Going to be watching some old hunting film footage from back in the day on the Mentzer Outdoors channel. Josh, how you doing?
I'm great, man. I love this, man. That last one we did, that was fun for me. So I'm looking forward.
So that was a good one to kick off this series, because this is new to us, like going back and reacting to videos that we made back in the day. So I don't know if this is fun for people online to watch or not, but we're having fun rewatching these together.
Yeah, I don't care whether people watch this or not, Ron. To be honest, this is fun for me to do.
This is us hanging out. All right, cool. Well, tonight we're gonna go. We're going to go old school. We were talking, Josh and I were talking on the last episode about, those deer that you shoot close to the truck or close to home, where you don't have to drag them real far. And he was sharing about how his grandfather had an old deer stand that was not far from where his office was, but he had continued success over this. The video we did in our last video, check it out. It was Crab Claw Chronicles. The deer that I took was probably, you could see our cabin in the background. And that's what started the conversation about, look, you don't have to travel far from camp if you hunt where the deer are at, right? So tonight we're going to do two quick ones. I got a quick 2-minute video we're going to start off with, and it's my dad back in the day. Now, if you know my dad, he doesn't get on camera. This is one of the very rare occasions where we got Pap on camera doing an interview. So I'm going to pull that up, and we're going to just let him do the talking.
That's cool. That's what we called my grandfather, was Pap. So this is all touching my heart, Ron.
You got it, dude. This is us for real. Let's pull this up. Pap at the meat pole. All right, stop me when you're ready, Josh, if you got something to say.
You got it, brother. You got it.
You've seen the intro before?
And I love it. I still like the old school logo too.
This is a story of the old timer versus young boys. Young kids always want to get in a hurry. It ain't no use hurrying. If you're going to get one, you're going to get one. They walked to the top of the mountain, huffing and puffing. Here I sat by the beat pole, because that's where you're going to end up. Sitting here. It wasn't really chilly. The wind was blowing a little bit. Heard some twigs snap. Heard a shot up on top. That was one of my sons. He missed. So I waited a little bit, and there it came down across the top and touched one off, and there it hangs. Ain't nothing to it.
Ain't nothing to it.
A couple years. Now, I didn't miss a couple years while I was in the service. 1 year when I was in the hospital for surgery, so I guess I've been hunting about 56 years. It don't pay to get excited on all this garbage. So I thought a little bit. I got 3 young whippersnippers here. They can drag that sucker in for me.
He said,
so that was,
I got 3 young whippersnappers drag that thing in for me.
Yeah, that's my dad, to a T. He does not, he doesn't get on camera. He doesn't talk a lot, but he's freaking hilarious when he does.
Yeah.
He was definitely out of his element that day. So, goes to the point, man, you don't got to go far.
Yeah.
You don't have to travel far, man. They're going to end up at the meat pole anyway.
Bingo. Man, that was funny.
All right. All right.
Truer words have never been said.
And that's the cool thing, man, about hanging out with people that have been around they've been around the globe a time or two, and they got
Yeah.
some miles on their boots. Man, you can learn a lot from the wisdom, the sage wisdom we get from some of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to cue the next one up. We're going to watch a video we call Left Hook. Now, this one was edited by my nephew. He does a little bit different style than I do, which is all right. And this is a story about Left Hook, who was a deer that my nephew killed a couple years ago in rifle season. Let's get after it.
Those crossing arrows would be a cool tattoo.
That's a pretty basic logo. Like I like it because you know me. I'm the arrow eagle, man. That's it. But yeah, the crossing arrows with the mountain in the background, that was our original logo.
What is going on, hunting family? It is 11:20. You know, me and Ronnie over here, we're packed up, headed to camp. Truck will be fuller, or we have more posse members coming, but sickness got to them. Pap's taking care of Grandma, just dropping like flies, but down to just two of us.
This is an army of 2 strong. Most of the recruits are staying back home, which that's fine. Only the strong survive. And they're sending the strongest, the brightest, and the best DNA hunters to the camp this week.
Natural selection at its finest.
That's an awesome line. He said natural selection at its finest. That was awesome.
Yeah, we're definitely full of ourselves.
I'm digging the aviators too, buddy.
I love the aviators.
So, folks, we're going back to hunting camp. On our way now. It's a blustery Friday, right around high noon. We're chewing on some jerky. I want to take the last steer that we shot back to the place where we first met. So, hopefully we'll be able to engage some more whitetails on this trip.
That might have been crab claw.
As soon as we got to camp, the number one priority was starting a fire to get your fingers and your kingers nice and toasty. To bed early for an early start tomorrow.
All right, it's about 5 o'clock in the morning on opening day of the PA rifle opener. And we're just getting mobilized here at camp.
Troops are moving. We're going to get boots on the ground. Just the two of us, as one could say. It's a bit cold out there and a bit breezy. But, you know, only the eye of the tiger and the true champions out there can survive the day. So you better pack warm and get the hand warmers nice and toasty, because you want to be crisp from the moment you walk out that door till the moment you leave that stand.
So we shift from you got to get nice and toasty, get your hand warmers, and be ready to stay warm while you're out in the stand.
I am freezing and not having a good time right now. My hands are so cold. It's windy. Nothing's happening. And I'm just sitting here looking dumb. You can hear the wind in the background. Oh, boy.
Oh, you can see his gun
The
shaking
weather,
in the background.
not the most ideal. Flurry. It's windy. It's cold. My hands are numb. My boots are numb. Morale's running low. The one thing that is ideal is the two hunters navigating this land have the heart of a lion. They are ready to strike with one pristine, precise pull of the trigger to provide for the family members back home. I will, and I can, be the apex predator.
I love the determination.
Dude
Digging
should
it.
be a motivational speaker.
And no joke.
All right, some more trail cam footage because I don't think we did too good on opening day.
With a slow morning, we figure we dive in to get to know the hunters a little bit better and entice your vision with a little bit of stock footage of what's been captured on this beautiful land. So today, with the weather being not so ideal, I'd like to welcome you to a new section we're going to do, and it's called Getting to Know Your Brothers and Sisters of This Amazing Hunting World. For our first guest, I would like to introduce Mr. Ronald Mentzer. Ronald?
Hey, hunting family. Glad to be on the broadcast.
So just going to ask Ronnie here a couple quick questions and get to know him a little bit better. Why hunt versus go to a grocery store to get your meat?
Part of the enjoyment of hunting is the fulfillment of being outdoors, enjoying wildlife. We hunt to harvest the meat, but we also hunt to preserve the animal and the wildlife that roam the forest. Managing wildlife population, conservation, all these things are special and dear to our heart.
So Josh, he put me on the spot when he asked me that question. Let me ask you the question. Why hunt versus buy your meat at the grocery store?
That is a loaded question.
Right, because there's so many nuanced reasons.
Oh my gosh. All right, on the spot, because I love it, because it's the way that I was raised. We were raised eating venison. We were raised hunting. You can't say it's any cheaper by the time you put your gear and your time and your effort and all that stuff into it.
It's like eating lobster, man. It's expensive.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's something clean. There's something full circle about it. You know, there's connectivity to nature, to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's it's a feeling that you can't explain. It's a feeling that every one of us that has experienced chases time and time and time again. Man,
it's a great question.
That's a great question.
There's something about it that's primal, you know, and us as men, we know it's in our DNA. Like I need to hunt, you know, predator versus prey.
I like to say there's two types of people in this world. There's hunters and there's gatherers, and I am a hunter.
Love it, man. Love it.
So what attribute about yourself would you say makes you a superior hunter when compared to others?
It's a loaded question too.
Without a doubt, it's persistence. You know, you got some good years where you're seeing everything and you're at the right place at the right time. But then you also have, you know, the hard times where you put the hard work in, but you're just not at the right place. You don't see the wildlife. Put a lot of hours spent in the woods, in the tree stand, and you just don't see anything. But it's the can-do attitude, the never give up. It's the persistence, I think, is a positive attribute. Makes the difference.
We like to call that drive.
So the jury's in,
cookbook,
and we're not the apex predators we thought we were. So we'll give you a quick tutorial on how to make a mean egg sandwich.
Yes.
Back at camp, you crack the eggs. You make sure that you have plenty of protein in the frying pan, and you can't forget toast. Top it off with some condiments. Not to mention, the table needs cleaned. So we decided after we got our morale back up, back at camp in the frying pan.
The table
Not to mention, the table needs cleaned. So we decided after we got our morale back up and warmed up in camp, we would test our luck this afternoon. Sun was shining, beautiful day, wind not as bad. So shortly after I got to my stand, cracked some peanut butter crackers. I wanted to fuel up my metabolism to be ready for the hunt that was about to happen. Little did I know what I was about to go through.
It's an old family trade secret.
A few hours later,
I might be
just when I was about to lose all hope to start packing up.
Oh, look at there.
Alas,
look at there.
we have found
trees.
left hook.
I did not see any deer the first 2 days. I don't know if this was opening day or if this was the second day, but like I just sat all day long and didn't see anything. It was right before dark.
Right there. Boom! Oh, I knew it.
Folded this guy.
Folded him.
I waited. It was cold.
I called the shot too.
The trees kicked up late. The squirrel kicked up late. Back getting sore. But it all paid off. Got a deer down right in front of me. Just stopped off a great hunt. In the freezing cold here in Bedford County. I'm gonna give you a little bit to lay down and pass them. We'll be able to move on and get to work. Well, we're not going hungry at camp.
How far away are you from where he was?
I'm 100 yards, 150 yards from where he is.
So you definitely heard him shoot.
I heard him shoot. I've been sitting there all day long. It's getting dark. I'm ready to call it, but I'm like, I know he's 100 yards from me, so I'm not going to get up, start moving because it's that time of night. You know what I mean? We sit until after it's dark because I don't want to bust his hunt by me getting up and walking through the leaves and stuff like that.
Now, that moment, not as as you being off in the distance, that is hands down my favorite thing in the woods. I don't care if I kill a deer. I love knowing that somebody that's with me had the opportunity and like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I know exactly what you're saying, especially when it's like I get excited now for my older brother and my dad. Like when I was a kid, they killed deer all the time. So I didn't get like super excited when they did, but now I do. And as I gotten older, like my nephews and people that are younger than me that are coming along to hunt, even, you know, buddies that I take hunting that just haven't had the success that I've had over the years. If they get lucky and connect the dots, man, there's nothing better.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
On this hunt, if you remember at the beginning, we were in the truck and he was saying there was some sickness at home and not everybody came to camp. Every year we go up as a family, but this year it was just him and me. Like nobody else went to camp. And this is the first time in probably 30 years that people just didn't show up to hunting camp. And so it was Brady and myself, and it was a good bonding experience for us to hang out and just hunt the two of us. But for him to walk away with a successful hunt, you know, he said the family's not gonna go hungry. Apex predator, my man.
I love it.
Hungry at camp. Trained all year for this. Got my aerobic capacity up. Tolerance to the cold.
This is before we got microphones too.
Worked all year in the range. And you just gotta make it pay off whenever you take one pristine pull of the trigger. And right up here, you got one down.
I love it, dude. This is awesome.
Yeah, this is very raw.
Looks like it's missing half a
Very
rack.
raw.
That's the right one.
No deal.
Oh man, twisted him.
Trying to bury that one side of antlers.
Yeah. Trying to bust it off so you can use a doe tag. Oh.
He must have got into a slobber knocker Hightower.
Slobber knocker, there's an old term.
So
All right, Brady.
I had 2 bucks on camera that year, and one of them I called Slobber Knocker, and another one I called Hightower. So Hightower, you know, they were both mature, but I mean, he was a tall antler deer. Slobber Knocker came into me one night, and it was rut, and he was just like drooling. Freezing cold. You could see the breath from his nostrils or whatever, but just like drooling like my dog staring at me with a hamburger in my hand. So we started calling him Slobber Knocker. All right, here's the post-hunt interview.
Just heard the gun bark. Why don't you tell me a little bit about how this transpired?
Well, the whole time up here, the sun went down, it started to get chilly, the breeze picked back up. A little excitement because I thought, stuff would be coming. And I guess the squirrels realized, let's mess with some of the hunters today since they went active this morning with the wind and cold weather we had. And then it was not too long ago, just before dark, I heard some movement. It was coming right for me. It gave time for me to set up, protect myself, fortify the bunker that I made, the tree stand, put my peanut butter crackers down, and turn the camera on and let the gun sing. One bullet dropped right where it was. He didn't have any thoughts going on. He just dropped. And he's down and not getting skunked this year, boys.
Bingo.
Well, that's a successful first day of rifle season. We always have a good time when we're hanging out with one another, and it's always great to harvest an animal that we set out to bring into the meat freezer. Till next time, stay safe and keep hunting.
I love it. Oh, man, that was awesome.
So that's it, bro. That's the story of Left Hook. And now, as you watch these with me, and we go through these on a couple of episodes, when Brady's around, you're going to be able to, speak back and talk back to these experiences we've had.
Yeah. Listen, that's cool. I've shot a bunch of one antler deer like that. So I love it. If you guys are happy, that's our big thing. Like, if you're happy with any deer, take that deer, man.
Dude, that deer is hanging on the wall in our cabin, and right below him was the next year's rifle kill, which was another 6-point. It was the 6-point dispute buck, was one antlered deer.
Oh, wow.
And so, we'll talk about the 6-point dispute buck. There's a dispute over who actually killed that. But we'll save that one for another time. But it was another one antler deer. And so in our cabin, right next to the big picture window on the wall, we've got two nice, almost identical racks, with the one side, the right side busted off, or the left side busted off on both of them. So that's cool, man. This is what it's all about, taking the time to put these together. And, I'm hoping to, as we continue to do shows like this and do like a Backcountry Rewind, I get to retell these stories and share them with my friends. But, hopefully I can get some of you guys to start filming your stuff too. And we can start creating and compiling a bigger database of raw, because look, some of these we don't kill no deer. We're just out there hunting, and we get skunked, but we still made the video because that's the way it goes. And you do what you can to try to keep it real, because we're not polished or trying to be somebody else. This is just how it is when you're out there hunting.
Yeah, man. When you're hunting the backcountry. All right, Josh, why don't you take us out and tell everybody about where they can find us? All right, guys. Make sure you always check out the Tracks and Tackle podcast. We're available on all your major platforms. You always want to check that out. But you also want to check out a lot of our other content, too. 3B Outdoors is always posting everybody's pictures. Check them out on Instagram. We got Mentzer Outdoors is doing the same thing. Big group collaborative, man. Check out all our shows, all our content. Ron, I love hanging out with you, brother. This is so much fun. Can't wait to do it again.
I love it, man. We'll do it again soon. And for everybody out there watching, thanks for staying with us through the video. Like, subscribe, comment. It helps us in the algorithm. And just remember, nature is our playground. We'll see you.
Outdoors.